Hey everyone, Dogmatic71 here, and welcome to Dogmatic DIY. Today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to give you a little quick tip here as how to get your heater vent, especially like mine's in the ceiling, to get it to stay if you have an issue. I'm going to show you what issue I'm having. So let's get to the issue. Okay, so this is my heater vent area. Back up a little bit here. So when I was redoing this room, I was replacing the heater vent. And when I replaced the heater vent, if you can see here, that's where the screw is supposed to go in. It was all ripped apart and the screw won't go in there. It would go in here a little bit. It's hard to see there, but it wouldn't hold, so every once in a while it falls. So I'm going to teach you a little, kind of give you a little trick of how I'm going to fix it. Okay? So what I'm going to use is, see, you get a bolt here, but instead of a different nut, I got a different one here. So that way I'll be able to slide it between the drywall and the tin of the furnace duct there and hold it in place. And then that way I can tighten it. The vent doesn't need to be super tight to it. You don't need to crank it. You just need it to be snug to the ceiling. So you might need a drill and a drill bit because the actual diameter here might be a little bit bigger. You need to get it large enough hole to be able to put them in. Okay, so I'm just going to slide these in between the drywall and the duct, and we'll put this on. Now one thing you might have to do is, hard to see there, but see that hole here? You may have to drill to get that a little larger, since you have to drill for the actual vent cover. So recommend wearing safety glasses, especially when you're working in a ceiling. This one should be big enough since it's kind of ripped. So we're going to put those pieces in now and then see if we can drill it through, or at least wrench it through. Now one thing you may need to do is, if you're having a hard time getting that to stay while you're screwing it in, you can always get a washer and put it in that slot. That way you put that on that side and it can spin around, and it doesn't have to be in there. As long as the washer is kind of in between your duct and the drywall, it'll work. See, the problem is here is you got nothing to grip to. All you have is drywall, and there is no drywall where you're putting your screw in because they cut that hole out for your duct and your vent cover. So you have to kind of make do with what you can. So I tried to put these in, and they're kind of moving around a lot. So I'm gonna put these washers in, and then I'm gonna screw that in through there. Okay, so let's go try it. Okay, so you can see, kind of slid the washer over there for the first step. Gonna put it where approximately the hole's gonna be. Middle, and now I'll put the washer piece, or this piece here, in between, and then I'll try to screw it in to make it a little tighter. Okay, as you can see, got it started anyways. I just want to see if I can show you, get that light in there, that there's the bolt, there's the washer. So now I just have to tighten it up. We'll see the finished product. Okay, so that's the finished product. Now what I had to do, I'll show you here, is remember I had the washers in there? I had to remove the washers because to get this to be flush with the ceiling, this washer kept hitting the inside there, and I couldn't open the vent. So what I had to do is just use the other bolts, and then just make sure the other bolts went in there. See, I don't know if you can see, but you see they're flush, so they're not in the way of the vent opening. So I don't recommend using the washer. I just use those bolts I showed you, and you might have to just kind of hold it with your finger inside. Do one side and then the other until it gets closer. Because as soon as you open the vent here, as soon as you open those little grates, it'll stop. If that bolt is spinning, it'll stop it from spinning, and it'll kind of hold it into place for you. Okay. So hopefully this helped you out. If you have any questions, leave in the comment section below. Hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell to be notified when I post another video. We'll talk to you later.